Well, hi and welcome. Here we are today with our Park to Legend review. Now, we're not going 5 years in the future just yet. We're going to have a look how I done as a manager and how our 4 clubs that we managed have fared in the years that we've been here. Then we'll do our 5 years in the future. So how did I fare as a manager? Well, we know I resigned. I'm no longer the Arsenal manager. So what we'll do, we'll have a look how we've done. Now, we can zoom in a little bit just to see an overview. We can see the 4 teams that we managed. We also didn't have any international jobs. We turned that down numerous times. Longest time at a club, 1,622 days. Shortest time, 526. Awards. We had 27 awards. We earned £34.5 million. 3,989 days in Football Manager during Park to Legend. No days on holiday. We did not holiday a single day. We have played this whole time right through. What have we done? Brought players. We've brought 162 players. We sold 166. Not too bad. Spent £2.66 billion in our time. Transfers, players sold, £2.05 billion. So, to be honest, when you're talking that sort of money, it's not too bad really, is it? Highest fee spent, Fernando Campos, £320 million. Highest fee received, £147 million. So we spent a lot of money, but we also recouped a lot of money. Players released, 19 players, so not too bad in that respect. But what about our overall career? Now, 633 games were played. 413 of those were wins. Draws 114, losses 106. Pretty good return there. Goals scored 1,287 goals. Goals against 576. Goal difference is 711. Fantastic stuff. Win percentage 65%. That's not too bad. We won 10 cups. We won 7 leagues. We had 4 promotions. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. With my old profile, we ended up being a 4.5 star reputation manager. You win the Champions League, surely you'd be a 5 star, but hey ho. We ended up being a 17 motivator, 18 for man management, 20 for level of discipline, tactics of 16, technicals 15, same with the mentals. Working with youngsters of only 6. We had a young team, surely to goodness. Attacking and defending of 15, determination of 15, player knowledge of 15, youngsters 13. I don't get that at all because we was really good with the youngsters. That's what we played. But, you know, so past playing experience, Sunday League footballer. Doors always open to his players, and the press are more used to seeing his assistant. Yes, that's fair enough. I don't see no issues with that. They've got our tactics off to a T. They absolutely love it. Apparently Sean Dyche doesn't like me. Okay, we're fine with that. There's not a lot else in this side of it. But how have our teams fared? We can see them under here. I think what we're going to do, we're going to start off with Taunton. Let's see where they are and how they are doing. Let's have a look, shall we? So Taunton Town are in Sky Bet League 1. Paul Higginbottom is manager. Elliot Jenks still at the club. Sure, he's one of ours. And Louis Watson. Let's have a little look at this team, shall we? So the last team that they played, we can see that I'm not too sure whether some of these boys were players that we had already. Jack Stevens, I'm not sure who he is, but I think he's just retired from the game by the look of it. He's gone. Why is this one? Oh, this lad's on loan from Newcastle. So Neil Bogle, 23. No, he's not one of us. The name seemed familiar. I don't know why. Elliot Jenks, 28 years old. Yes, he was bought by us. We brought the boy in and he's still there. Ryan Trevitt, another one, 30 years old. Came in when we was at the club. Been there all that time, look. Fantastic stuff. Louis Watson, another one, 31 years old now. Again, came in when we was here. It's fantastic to see that these players are still at the club. I'm just mesmerised, really. Transfers, have they really done a lot over the years? So since we was there, back in, that's where we left. So Josh, Thomas, they've all retired. Look, some of these are players who retired. Joe Lewis, he's still going around. He's a loan manager now at the age of 33. Anyone else? Tony Weston, what happened to him? He's now at Barrow. He's not a bad player, actually, to be honest. Looking at some of his stats, he didn't do too bad. Was there anyone else that was... Josh Windass, how old's he? He must be 39. He is a scout with Millwall. Not too bad. Doing... Oh, he's Anu. Who can remember he's Anu? Unfortunately, retired at the age of 26. What a shame. Mark Warwick, he is now with Carlisle. Oh my goodness me. My boy Mark Warwick. We brought him everywhere we went, other than Arsenal. But yes, he was a great player as well. Ewan Pollock, another one who's retired. Harry Kite's retired. All of the boys are retired. Joey Dawson, he's still knocking around. He's a free agent. Where did he actually go? So he literally went on a free transfer, went over to France to play for a little bit. Interesting. So what have they done, Taunton? So that when we left them, it was Sky Bet. Yes, they were here, weren't they? They were just about to go. So they've never fallen out of League One. That is great stuff. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Really, really good. Well, that is Taunton Town. Now to the next one, which is Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday, a League One club. Predicted to be 4th, they finished 5th. Pretty good. We can see they went up to the Championship. That's where we left them. They went back down to League One, and then they've been a League One team ever since. What about the last few games they played? Is there anybody here that we recognise? Jacob Willock? Was he one of our boys? He was here. Jacob Willock was here. He was one of the players that we had that was quite young at the time. He is still knocking around. And that is about it. Well, to say our tenure at Sheffield Wednesday was a little bit, yeah, to say the least. There we go. That's the reason why, isn't it? So with the transfers, Elkin Baggett, here we go. This is the boys that we brought in. Elkin Baggett, where's he to now? He's at Woking, 30 years old. Hi. Who can remember Scott High? He's on loan from Coventry. He's still knocking around. Mason Burstow, another one. He's over in Club Americana. Of course he is. The Jamaican, Joe Hodge. He's still playing at Wickham. James McAtee, Nottingham Forest, still looking quite handy at the age of 30 years old. Lucan Bette, Motherwell now look. Jacob Stolarek, yes, he was a great goalkeeper. He's playing in Calgary. Tommy Doyle, he's at Olympiacos still. I think that's where we sold him, to be honest. David Taylor, another one, defensive midfielder at Preston. I think that was the final season that we was with them. Did we sell him? I can't remember if Doyle was sold or not now. It's got me thinking. Western went on to loan. Yeah, Hodge went to Millwall. That was the final season. Declan John. Oh my goodness me. So all in all, yeah, that's about what it summed up with the Owls, wasn't it, really? Wasn't that good? Bournemouth. How have Bournemouth fared? Mikel Arteta is in charge. Premier League team predicted to be 11th. He got them up to 9th. We can see that when we was with them, we had promotion to the Premier League. They went back down to the Championship and Premier League ever since. Yeah, so that's where we took over with him in the Championship. Premier League, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Park to Legends shirts, looking absolutely fantastic. Thank you to Chris, Route 1 FM. Does a fantastic job. Last Tactics. Now, they're not going to have that many players because we bought most of them. At Arsenal, Neves still in goal. French, another youngster, I don't remember that lad. Hodgkiss. Now this lad, we brought him in. And how has he fared? He's looked pretty good. He's looked pretty good, to be fair. Tonino. He's got 2 Brazilian caps. We thought he would end up being good, and my goodness me, look at the absolute state of Tonino. Look at his ratings. Look, all of his stats are absolutely fantastic. I'm blown away. Absolutely blown away with Tonino. So happy for that lad. There's no one else here, though. Everyone else is got old Rodrigo still here. He never made it to have a Brazilian cap, but the lad that was touted to be the next Fat Ronaldo never did quite get that far, but he is good. He was very good player, to be fair. Barbarato as well, another one. Didn't quite fulfill the potential that was there for him. Just ended up being a good player. Adam Landshutter. He's up for sale for £6.2 million. Again, another one. Didn't quite fulfil the potential that was bandied around for him. That's a bit of a shame. Is there anyone else? Francisco Iglesias. He was another one. 6'6" Argentinian and never got an Argentinian cap. Didn't really develop into much either. So there's a few lads here that we probably thought that would be alright, but didn't quite get that far. Kyle Walker-Peters at 36 is knocking around at Bournemouth. That's crazy. That is crazy. But looking at it, we left them in a good state. I'm sure it's said that they are a rich club. Look, they are rich. No wonder with the money we gave them. We're on the favoured personnel list, which is a good point. Are we on the favoured personnel for all of these? Taunton. What on earth happened here? I was on there. Why am I not on there now? Sheffield Wednesday. If I'm on here, I'll be absolutely shocked because this was an absolute disaster. No. Arsenal. The final team. This is where we did it. Favoured personnel. James PRIISEK. Evan Nielsen. Aaron Ramsdale. We're up in glorious people there. Didn't quite get onto that huge legends or icon list because there is some fantastic players here, but they are a rich club. We left them rich. £2 billion estimated value, state-of-the-art facilities, worldwide reputation, superb training facilities. Obviously that last game, that was the last formation we used. Turkin. Fantastic player. Campos, Hutchinson, Saliba, Alvaro, Kolarek, Noble, Jose Ek, Mihail, oh my goodness, I can't wait to see what this lad looks like in 5 years' time, and Evan Nielsen. I'm going to be brutal and say I think the next manager is going to break this lot up because it's such a great team. I don't think they'll be able to hold on to everyone. I think as soon as we left, the vultures will start to swoop. If we look here already, Nantes want Alvaro and Torsten Bears wanted by Real Betis. I don't hold up much hope for this team being in the same state, to be honest. But looking at it, you know, we've added a load of Premier Leagues. We've got that first Champions League for them. We added another FA Cup. Will any of these teams that we've managed this year win any more in 5 years' time? Well, boys and girls, it's been a fantastic little review of what went on. We only made it to 4.5 star and didn't become a legend anywhere, but we are a legend because we won the Champions League, and that's what it's all about, winning that Champions League. I could have easily gone on and done some more seasons, but we've got more exciting irons in the fire, if you like to say. So we'll see you next time out for 5 years in the future.